And now to Decision 2016 and the run for the White House. Super Tuesday proved good to Republican Donald Trump and Democrat Hillary Clinton. Trump scored 7 victories in Massachusetts, Virginia, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas, and Vermont. Trump, however, did fall to Senator Ted Cruz here in Texas. The senator earned 44% of the vote, while Trump scored 27%. On the Democrat side, Hillary Clinton won 7 states: Arkansas, Alabama, Georgia, Massachusetts, Tennessee, Virginia, and the big prize, Texas. She picked up more than twice as many votes as Bernie Sanders, but record turnout led to problems at the polls. Channel 2's Brandon Walker is live now. And Brandon, what happened? Was the system just overwhelmed?
Essentially, that is what happened, Rachel. A lot of people showed up to cast their ballot, and that's significant because we're talking about a primary election. I'm here right now at the De Zavala Community Center, and last night those long lines pretty much snaked the background here into where the basketball goals are, with people saying that they had to wait an hour or sometimes 2 hours to cast their ballots. Here, take a look at some of that video here. We had Sky 2 on the scene with many of those people as they waited to cast their ballots, and the presiding judge here tells us that it wasn't just at the end of the day where there were a lot of people here. In fact, they started early with long lines, and it continued throughout the day. We spoke to some of those people, and they told us they were frustrated. They wanted to vote, and they wanted to go home.
How long have you been waiting in line to vote?
For 2 hours now.
2 hours? And are you close to getting in there?
Well, it's moving somewhat. I'm getting closer.
We've been waiting here for like 2 hours now, and they said it's an hour wait to get inside of the building.
Just to get in there?
Yes, just to get in.
What do you think of the planning that went into this? You can't say that on TV.
Yeah, and while some voters were frustrated and they're pegging it as poor planning, Stan Stannard, who's the Harris County clerk, tells us that it wasn't necessarily a matter of planning. It was just that there were a lot of people who came out. If you're talking about De Zavala Community Center, the presiding judge tells us that she requested 10 more election booths, but she got 10. She got as many as it was predicted that she would need, we are told. And Stan Stannard tells us, well, that's why there's early voting, and they encourage people to come out and vote before the primary election. Listen to him.
Voters really showed up strong and in force today, and a number of them showed up at the end of the day. You know, we tried to get people to vote early, and so that they can avoid these lines.
We did deliver booths to the ones that needed it the most. We were evaluating. What we found, though, through the day is it looks like the people were staying in the booths much longer than they did in early voting.
Well, and back here live again, the other thing is that there were just a lot of people who came out to vote, so that is a good thing. And it wasn't just here at De Zavala and Harris County, it was also in other counties, Fort Bend and whatnot. But what's interesting about this side, Rachel and Owen, is that it's in the heart of the 29th District, which, as you know, had that hotly contested congressional Democratic primary between incumbent Gene Green and his challenger, Adrian Garcia. So a lot of people turned out for what was a contentious election on that end, which, as we'll tell you, Gene Green won. We're live this morning. I'm Brandon Walker, KPRC, Channel 2 News.